Facebook has a whopping 2.85 billion monthly active users as of 2021. Did you hear me? With a B. That's about 35% of the world's population. That number is still growing. So tell me something. What are you selling? Whatever it is, you can use Facebook ads to spice up your marketing efforts. And a study by Pew Research found that about 70% of all adults in America use Facebook. And it's a similar story with other demographics. So therefore, in essence, Facebook gives you access to the single largest community in the world, and that's a place where you most definitely find your target audience. According to HubSpot, Facebook provides the highest return on investment of all paid channels for a majority of companies, ahead of Google and Instagram. Now, personally, I've spent over $6 million plus to date on Facebook ads, and I'm happy to say that my first ad alone got me $1 million. Not even kidding, that's actually true. So now, because Facebook is such a great place to advertise, over 3 million businesses run ads on the platform, and over 90% of marketers say they trust this network as a solid marketing tool. But understand this, if you're advertising on Facebook, you're like a job seeker vying for the attention of a recruiter, and that recruiter is juggling hundreds of applications. So you only have a split second to gain their attention, a moment to stand out, and you've got to make the most of that moment. Now, a Hootsuite study found that the average Facebook user clicks on 2 ads per week. So 2 ads out of 1 million posted. The challenge is to become one of the chosen few. In this video, I'll show you how to write amazing Facebook ad headlines that actually lead to conversions. So, number 1, keep it crisp. You've only got 40 characters to write your headline. Anything beyond that may not display to the user. And believe me, 40 characters is all you need. Matter of fact, as a rule of thumb, try to delimit your Facebook ad headline to 5 words. An Ad Espresso study found that using 5 power words will help you get higher response from your ads. And as far as ad headlines go, brief and concise is the way to go. Short and sweet always works. See how a single shot of tequila is way more powerful than a canister of Coke. Don't try this at home, but it's a similar story with Facebook ad headlines. Focus on quality, not on quantity. For example, check out this ad by Asana. It's simple, brief, clear, and straightforward. All right, number 2 is ad metrics. Any random marketer can use buzzwords such as world-class, top-notch, top-tier, premier, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Buzzwords aren't necessarily bad, but sadly, they're cliche. Why not use actual metrics such as sales and consumer reviews? As far as ad headlines go, quantifiable facts are always preferred to flowery noise. For example, check out how this ad leverages great reviews to produce an eye-catching headline. Besides that, a recent study found that ad headlines that contain numbers have higher click-through rates than those that do not. Okay, number 3, don't forget to mention any special offers. If anyone told you their eyes don't pop when they see free, tell them I said they're lying. It's like a reflex action, it can't be helped. So if your product comes from free shipping, a discount, or other, don't neglect to mention it. For example, Madwell here uses this strategy here. Now, besides that, you can mention how your product or service directly benefits the user. Will they learn a new skill? Will their health improve? Let them know what is in it for them, because ultimately that's all people care about. Now, number 4, your headline should relate strongly with the ad image and text. So your headline should be in agreement with the ad image or the video. Now, it's important that your ad headline flows seamlessly with the attached media. You don't want your headline saying one thing and then your image or video says something else. You don't want to confuse the user. So like I said earlier, think of an ad copy as a resume. It has to be created to impress, to appeal, and to engage, much like the one I'm about to show you. Also, let your headline agree with the ad text, so everything should be synchronized for best results. Now, number 5 is let your headline be in the form of a call to action. So right from the get-go, you want the user to know exactly how you want them to react to your ad. So forge your headline into a call to action, or CTA, one that challenges the user to respond immediately. Some marketers provoke user interaction by ending headlines with phrases such as learn more or find out. Others simply ask a thought-provoking question, one that gets the user thinking, well, I didn't think of that, let me find out the answer. Then they click. Leverage on the user's curiosity to get them to follow up. The ultimate objective of an ad headline is to lead to a transaction. So aim to point the user in that direction. Don't just inform, ask the user to react. For example, this ad by ModCloth is great because the headline contains a strong CTA. It's the same with Zendesk here that I'm about to show. Now, this strategy can really help you drive up sales. Now, moving on to number 6, use emotional tags. You want your ad headline to appeal to users to get through to them. So to do that, you have to appeal to their softer sides and their emotions. But don't get too emotional. Start by referring to the user as you. It's the first step to making your message personal. Then use as many emotionally charged words as possible. Another way to do this is to adopt a strategy known as nostalgic marketing. It's a big word. HubSpot describes nostalgic marketing as a way of leveraging the past in order to elicit an emotional response from users. So whether it's everyone's favorite childhood song or a famous 90s event, nostalgia is a powerful tool, so make sure that you actually utilize it. For example, you could try to coin an ad headline that subtly references an old popular song, movie, event, something like that, just to bring back sweet nostalgic memories. Now, moving on to number 7, make sure that you're actually creative. Be creative. You should feature emojis in your headline that can make your Facebook and ad headlines stand out because most ad headlines don't use them. Emojis are now a universal language, so they've bridged language barriers, which means that they can be an effective communication tool. Additionally, evidence suggests emojis help to express emotions in a way ordinary text cannot, and they're especially popular among young people who happen to be the majority, obviously, of Facebook users. So make sure you take advantage of that. Now, number 8, make it funny if possible. So don't force this, but absolutely try to add it in. Many people only use Facebook in their leisure time, like when they want to relax and kill the pressure. So that means they're probably not going to appreciate the content that's too official or super formal or super serious. In fact, a headline, these stupid glasses, with that theme may come around as rather intimidating or boring or both. So try something funny if possible. You kind of get the point. Now, I know you mean business, but you don't always have to be too serious. A headline with a touch of humor is engaging, has a greater chance of hooking your audience and getting them to convert. And after all, everyone loves funny. Now, number 9 is definitely don't clickbait. It's not like YouTube at all. By all means, don't do it.
No, God, please, no!
Sure, it's tempting to want to use an extremely catchy headline, even if that means making outrageous claims or being outright deceptive, but trust me, in the long run, it's not worth it. Half-truths and misleading content will only increase your bounce rate and cause users to blacklist your brand. So make sure both your headline and ad copy are 100% factual and devoid of any over-exaggerated stuff. Remember, this isn't YouTube where you're just trying to get as many clicks as possible or views. You actually want people to buy, so make sure it stays in alignment. Also make sure that your ad text is in sync with your headline. Clickbait is your brand's arch enemy, so if you meet it, run. Finally, it's a shame to have really good ad copy that no one gets to see because the headline is not appealing enough. So check out an observation made by Facebook CEO, none other, Mark Zuckerberg, that pretty much sums up the tricks you've learned today. He says, advertising works most effectively when it's in line with what people are already trying to do, and people are trying to communicate in a certain way on Facebook. They share information with their friends, they learn about what their friends are doing, so there's really a whole new opportunity for a new type of advertising to model within that. Close quote. Hope that makes sense, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.